Getting sick was like playing Russian roulette, but with 6 bullets in the chamber. Your options? Die from the disease or die from the treatment. Today, we're diving into the brilliant world of medieval medicine, where the cure was often a creative new way to kill you. Bloodletting, the universal cure. Got a headache? Open a vein. Got a cold? Open a vein. Stubbed your toe? Guess what? Open a vein. They believed illness came from bad blood. So, you remove the blood, which is like fixing a flat tire by setting your car on fire. The tools of the trade? Tiny knives called lancets, perfect for slicing bread, but medieval doctors preferred slicing you. And leeches, nature's little nurses. If nurses sucked your blood, never washed their mouths and charged extra for it. In 1380, King Charles II of Navarre fell ill. His doctors performed bloodletting 40 times in 1 week. Spoiler, he didn't recover, unless you count permanent rest as recovery. Even centuries later, in 1799, George Washington caught a cold. His doctors removed about 2.5 liters of blood in 1 day. And hey, the cold never bothered him again. Treating the plague. The 14th century plague killed millions. Logical treatments might include quarantine, basic hygiene, maybe not throwing your sewage in the street. Medieval treatment? Smash up a cat, a frog, and some manure and rub it into your buboes. The smell probably did cure something, like your will to live. Doctors wore those famous beaked masks stuffed with herbs to purify the air. In reality, it was basically the medieval version of a car air freshener. Only this one came with a scythe. Trepanning. Let's drill your head migraine, can't sleep. Clearly, you have evil spirits trapped in your head. Solution. Cut a hole in your skull and let them out. Sometimes, patients even survived, though usually without memories or basic motor skills. Archaeologists have found skulls with multiple holes. Apparently, when the first hole didn't work, they thought, let's make a few more. Cauterization. If it hurts, burn it. Got a toothache? Burn it. Got an earache? Burn it. Got eye pain? Well, you're not going to need those eyes anyway. The idea was that fire would drive the illness out, which is technically true. If you set someone on fire, the illness will definitely leave. Along with their soul, treating syphilis with mercury. Syphilis was a big problem, and what better way to cure it than slowly poisoning yourself? Doctors prescribed mercury. Side effects: losing your teeth, your hair, and eventually your life. But hey, at least you wouldn't be around to suffer the long-term consequences. Alcohol. The other. Cure-all wine and beer were prescribed for almost everything. Depression? Drink wine. Toothache? Wine. Can't afford wine? Sorry, you're gonna die from dysentery. In some cases, alcohol actually helped, if only by making the doctor seem more attractive and the diagnosis more entertaining. Medieval medicine was basically a casino. The stakes were high, the odds were low, and someone else always walked away with the winnings. So the next time you complain about modern doctors, remember, 500 years ago, the cure for a cold was a cat, manure, and a saw to your skull.